Good morning and welcome to My Welsh Garden. Although I might rephrase that today, it's my Welsh Hydroponics. So here we are. I was always asked for a quick understanding of how we do our hydroponics here. So this is a container that I purchased from Wish. It's basically a plastic box with a lid. The fact that it is opaque is good because it stops algae growing, and if the algae grows it's going to absorb the nutrients which the plants want, so they're going to compete. So keeping it dark's brilliant idea. And then what you've got is in each of these lids there's a hole and there's a little basket with a foam in it. You put the plant in the foam and drop it in. The water, as you can see here, is actually below the roots, so you're actually encouraging the roots to grow through the air to the water. There's a bubbler going in there, an aquarium, just ordinary air pump aquarium type, blowing bubbles to circulate the water, keep the nutrients mixed, but also it keeps the roots with oxygen, because roots like to get wet but they like oxygen as well. As you can see, here's the plants. There's an indicator on here that tells me if the water level's correct or not, so I've got a green zone for if it's right. And then they grow. Now in the greenhouse plenty of light, but if not, what you can do is get one of these strip lights. See just under there, look. There you go, which illuminates the plants. I'm having another experiment here. These are tomato plants that I'm growing using an old sweet tub. Put a bit of tape on it to get rid of some of the air, and get rid of some of the light. Tomato plants growing in here. You can see lots of root growth. They absolutely love this rooting medium here, which is actually a mineral wool insulation that I had left over from work. They seem to root better in that than the foam. So there you go. And again, they're tied to strings up here. There's the lighting controller for this particular set of lights. You've got a power on, 3 different types of brightness. Set the timer for 2 hour, 4 hour or 8 hour, or you can just leave it on. I have other lighting systems. I've got this LED strip here which all comes under there, so in the winter all of this, if my experiments work, will become hydroponic. So that's basically how it grows. So you've got your power coming in. I've got a nice little collection of power coming in, all waterproof junction boxes. That's the air pump, that's the lighting system, that's the other lights. So I've got an aquarium pump here, which I've hung off a bit of fishing line. I don't know if you can just about see that. And the reason for that is it stops the vibration, so you don't get the noise. And then that is all fed. It feeds into here. And then I've got a USB powered air pump, which feeds the tomato ones. And there's the manifold that you can control the airlines. Why I've got a USB one? Well, I've got a solar charger there, you see, which powers it. It runs the batteries up here off this solar panel up here. So one's running off solar, one's running off mains, and then the junction box has got a USB splitter in it, and these then are the switches I purchased to switch the lights on and off, switch the pumps on and off. So that's basically the system. As these tomatoes get taller, I shall raise the light up and up and up and up and up. If I find in the winter, when there's not so much light around, I need more light because these only give out a certain amount, then I've got the big boy up there which I can just flick on, which will give me plenty of light. That gives me something like 9,000 lux, which is a lot of light. I can run a couple of those because they're only 50 watts, so it's all quite low energy. Okay, there you go. Any questions? Stick them in the comment box below. Thank you. Now, to get good growth like this, obviously they need to get their nutrients from somewhere, so you can't just have water, although British tap water usually contains a fair amount of nitrate, which will feed the plants for a limited amount of time. It needs other trace elements, nitrogen, phosphate, calcium, etc. So I purchased here a tomato feed, got it from Amazon, Hydro, and you put 5 mils per gallon into a solution and put it into the water here. You can use Tomerite or standard sort of houseplant feeds, that sort of thing, but obviously if you get a specialised feed for those particular plants, they'll work out much better, and because they are designed for that plant. That's why I've got such good growth on the tomatoes here. If you want to compare it, that is a hydroponically grown plant, and this is one grown in standard soil, but this is actually 3 weeks older than that one. So you're not getting the same growth. This is putting on plenty of growth. There's some flower buds coming in there a couple of weeks before I would expect them normally, so they really are doing well. And the previous comment I made about using this hairy string, it actually helps the tomato plants grip it, because if you look at the base of the tomato plant here, they're quite hairy as well, so they help grip this string. And the strings, as you can see, they're not fixed down tight, and you can tie them down to the pot, and then you put a small loop just here, and there should be plenty of space around the loop so the plant can move, but not be restricted. And then as the plant grows, you can just add more as you go up. Okay, no problem. Take care.